Hello guys, I'm your own friend Aminullah and you are watching Aminullah Asian YouTube channel. So friend, subscribe to this channel for daily national and international important news. So dears, if you are interested, stay with us. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan in his address to a joint sitting of Pakistan Parliament on Friday emphasized that the Kashmir dispute can't be solved through oppression and conflict, but through dialogue on a just and equitable basis. The Turkish president also rejected US Donald Trump Middle East peace plan, calling it to occupy Palestinian territory. He observed that the plan was heavily tilted in Israel's favor. He showered praise on Pakistan for contributing to Afghan peace process. Pakistan and Turkey on Friday agreed to transform their ties into a strategic economic partnership. The two sides which signed 13 memorandum of understanding, including a joint declaration after the 6th meeting of the High-Level Strategic Cooperation Council, importantly approved a strategic economic framework and an accompanying elaborate plan of action to implement the new vision for the ties. IMF Deptuy Director said that there is no magic bullet for lifting emerging economies like Pakistan out of balance of payment crisis. The government on Friday confirmed that overall liabilities of the power sector stood at 1.782 trillion rupees by December 2019, up 34% since September 2019 when it came to power. The IMF said Pakistan has made considerable progress on its program, but a staff-level agreement couldn't be reached as second review of the ongoing facility ended on Friday and the IMF team departed the country. The Islamabad High Court on Friday directed the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to appoint a focal person for Pakistani students stranded in China because of coronavirus and asked the ministry to evolve a mechanism for direct interaction of parents with their children in the virus-hit Wuhan city of China. Sindh Education Minister Saeed Ghani on Friday said some 37,000 teachers were required for government-run schools in the province and the government would make recruitment and basis on merit. The Sindh High Court on Friday upheld the death sentence of 9 militants of band Jundullah and acquitted their 2 associates in the 2006 Corps Commander convoy attack case. 4 key US senators have sent a letter to Secretary of State Mike Pompeo requesting an assessment of a human rights situation in Kashmir and of the rights of religious minorities in India. The US said on Friday it would refuse entry to Sri Lanka's Army Chief Shavindra Selva over credible evidence of human rights violation in the bloody 2009 finale to the civil war. Israeli strikes on Damascus airport killed 7 fighters, a war monitor said on Friday, the latest in a string of attacks targeting Iran's military presence in Syria. A near strike in Afghanistan on Friday killed at least 8 people, all believed to be civilians, residents said, following US statements that there had been a breakthrough in peace talks. Hundreds of cruise ship passengers long stranded at sea by virus fears finally disembarked on Friday and were welcomed to Cambodia by the nation's authoritarian leader who handed them flour. Global defense spending saw its biggest jump in a decade in 2019, driven by US and China, a study said on Friday. As rivalries and conflict stalked military investment, the International Institute for Strategic Studies said the 4% rise compared to a year earlier was fueled by competition between major powers. New military technologies and rambling warfare from Ukraine to Libya. Police in Germany arrested 12 men, including one of its own officers, in a nationwide probe into an extreme right group suspected of planning attacks on politicians, asylum seekers, and Muslims. State Interior Ministry sources and prosecutors said on Friday.